TV radio. All right, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbeta TV Radio. My name is Daffy Matthew. Second, you love to call me the Elegbeta on Sports. It's the Monday edition, 1 minute past the hour of 9. And we're going to run this to 10 a.m. And thereafter, I'll go about all the daily activities. But for the next 1 hour, let's have some fun. Like I always say, no matter the information, the news, if we're not having fun on the show, then it's useless. That's the way I feel. I don't know if that's how you feel, but that's exactly how I feel. So you go back to your daily activity today. Ask yourself, am I making impact or am I taking out of the system? Am I reducing the value of the world or am I making the world better? And when you find the answer to that, you just as well have known your role in the universe. That's why I always ask myself every day, am I, whatever it is that I'm doing, and there is it's never too late to change. It's never too late to make a detour. It's never too late. Let me give you a very good example. There was once upon a time where I was always up on predicting matches, games, and then I woke up one morning and I realized that, man, people are getting addicted to this betting thing, and they're not doing it probably the way somebody like me. I will not be addicted. I don't have the bones to be addicted to anything. Okay, but not everybody is as disciplined as I am. And if you notice, I stopped. Even though when people are like, oh, you have to give us predictions, I know. The addiction that is causing problem for people, and you can change. So the same way you can change at anything. If one day your body starts telling you that the alcohol you're taking is not good, and you know the funny thing, you don't even need a doctor to tell you. You know, all the cigarettes that you're smoking or the drug self-medication that you're doing is causing you a problem. You can stop. The same way, if you're going out, you're hanging out with people, and you're not noticing that these people you're hanging out with, they are not adding value. There's always one thing that I always use to gauge my outing, my interactions with people. And guys, please confirm to me if you're hearing what I'm saying, because I need to do all that check, because you can do everything right and people still will not hear. So if you're hearing, please let me know that you're hearing. That would be, a very good way to start. Thank you very much, Abi Bayodeja. I appreciate that for that confirmation. So like I was saying, when you hang out with people, there's always a barometer to check how you read the room. These people who always call you, let's go hang out, let's go, some babes are in one place, let's go hang out with them. Do they call you when they want to do business? Do you see them doing business with themselves, but when it gets to your turn, they cut you out? When it comes to something that is productive, financially productive, socially productive, educatively productive, that time they forget to call you. We forget to, man, we'll not call you. But then when it comes to let's go and drink, let's go and plunder, let's go and be wasteful, like the prodigal son and his strange friends that he met in the far country. They remember your number. But when it comes to we just got together and just invested in this thing, your name is not there. That's the time for you to say to yourself, you know what, this is not my circle. I don't belong here. And it might be late, but you can still create your own circle. I always believed in that. I'm not going to force myself into a circle that I am not integral to, and that doesn't need me. I can create a new circle. We can all be broke starting up, but we believe in what we want to do, and then we can grow up for that. That's just something, a nugget for the show this morning. But then let's talk football. The Euros have gotten to the semi-final stage. Some of the teams that we all predicted will get there are still in the competition. Germany is out now, but there's a but, okay? This is going down for me. I started watching the Euro in 1988 when the Netherlands won it, and then the surprise one in 1992 when Denmark came from not qualifying to win it. And then, I've seen quite a lot of Euros. 96, Olivier Bierhoff and the rest. And the best one I've ever seen, I don't know for you guys, but the best one I've ever seen, 2010. 2000, Euro 2000, okay? Holland and Belgium, the one that Holland and Belgium hosted, 2000, right? That for me is the best. Then the one with the biggest surprise is 2004. So I'm putting this in the right perspective, okay? For me, this is my opinion. I'm not forcing it on anybody. I'm not saying, this is how it must go for you. That's the way I see it. and we've seen some, neither here nor there. The last Euros was an experiment of many countries hosting. I thought it was set up to help England win it. That's nobody's going to convince me against that one. That's my own belief on it. It was set up to see if England can at least win something. For over 50 years, they've not won anything. Let's just help them. Let's just midwife them into winning this thing. But still, they failed in the finals against a very average Italian team that struggled, huffed and puffed their way to the finals. Now England is huffing and puffing their way to the finals again. They've not gotten to the finals. They've still got a semi-final date with a team that can just be a problem. The Netherlands. The reason why I say that is the Netherlands, for the very first time, have jettisoned their total football style. They play route one, they play direct. They've lost, they've won, they've drawn. They've shown you every side of themselves. England, I've had only 3 players score for them this tournament: Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, and Hurricane, but they've not really, they've not lit it up the way we expect them to light it up. But then Spain have done everything well, and everybody, why? Somebody said me, why Nigeria? Why can Nigeria play like Spain? Well, De La Fuentes or whatever his name is, De La Fuentes. That name always come across to me like the name of somebody in a drug cartel movie. De La Fuentes, okay, but whatever, has been with this team. He's been coaching Lamine Yamal since Lamine Yamal was 8 or 7, and a host of these other players has been with them for a while. He's done on the U10, U13, U15, U17, U18, and so it's come a long way. Do we progress our football like that? We don't. Okay, so that's not. It's not only one way to the market. So there are different ways to the market, or there are different ways to skin a rat. Okay, but I don't want animal rights people to come at me. That's why I was trying to avoid that statement of different ways to skin a rat. Having said that, though, when you look at all of the conversations that build around that build around the Euros, there was high expectation. This was going to be explosive. This was going to be super big. This was going to be this. For me, it's not met my expectation. And I also agree that you guys always accuse me my expectations are too high. I should bring it down. Even my analysis of things are too exponential. I should, tune it down a bit and just don't kill the expectations of people. So I'm gonna leave it to you guys. And the Euro lived up to the billions for you guys. Please click on the like buttons, and if you've not subscribed to the channel, do what to subscribe to the channel. The growth of the channel is one thing that keep my energy going. Okay, so please, if you're not subscribed, do what to subscribe to the channel, and we would see how it goes. Really, thank you very much for every one person that subscribed. I am very grateful. Okay, going from 0 to where we are now is a big deal, but we could go from where we are now to 1 million. I'm not obsessed about getting the YouTube plan. Whether it is necessary or not, I don't care anymore. I just want to get it. And like 100,000 subscribers for us to get that one. So that's a long way to go. That's about, I'm on the highway to that's about 85k people more to subscribe. But we will get there. Having said that, let's come back to the Euro talk. I've just Euro, lived up to the expectations. I'm used to football from a generation where exceptional players play, where players, use their creativity, their skills, their talent to, get the game going. This Euro is more about passing. Even the passing is not really as crisp as, okay, apart from Spain, we've not really seen teams pass the ball the way we want them to pass the ball. We all thought that the experience of Germany will come to play against Spain, but that experience didn't work, okay? Because Spain scored first, Germany equalized, but that was a beautiful goal by Ferran Winks anyway. But then Spain were resilient. Apart from having youth, they were also very, very resilient. And we saw that resilience in their play as the comeback. Oh, God, what a header. What a cross for that header first. And the Germans had a heartbreak. I've seen Germany break the heart of Brazilians in 2014. So they had their own home heartbreak. Well, it's not the 7-1 scoreline, but that was a heartbreak because when they came back, I see the 1-1. I saw the energy of the Germans in the stadium. We're going to do it. We're going to do what England did. Well, forget. England have been leaving it late. They don't come quickly. They keep it late. They still long. They're using Kayamata or Buratashi, whatever they're using. I don't know. Bukayo Saka had to wait to the 88 or 86 minute to fire a shot on target. That was the first shot on target for England in that game. But then it led to them, equalizing. And as you know, Manuel Akanji, after all the Agidi, all the Gragra, all the plenty talk, post pre-match, and then all the Agidi in the game, ended up being the guy who plays in England who now, missed the penalty. And England were 5 for 5. Okay, they were just like, you know what, this is the rule. We do our job. We leave them to do their job, and that's exactly what happened. Germany, couldn't resist it. The German fans began to protest. They were protesting. They've written a petition to UEFA that the match with Spain get replayed. And as a Nigerian, you know that we've heard all this kind of talk many times. Nigeria versus Paraguay, Nigeria versus Italy, blah, blah, blah. So many talk. When I go talk, when I go tire. Remember that shot that Musiala hit the hand of Cucurella? Well, Anthony Taylor is regarded, he's been the worst referee of this tournament anyway. But everybody's saying that they should replay the match in Germany, and a lot of people are signing the petition to UEFA. But who cares? Germany, you didn't provide us good pitches. Nobody protested. Some people have been injured because of your poor pitches. Your transport system was put to test in these Euros, and it failed woefully. Well, let's also mention all those ones. Your city tram were not, you are not prepared for the crowd that was coming. You didn't deal with it properly, and I wonder how South Africa was able to handle all of those things when they hosted the World Cup in 2010. Brazil also, who is regarded as not so good, was able to handle it in 2014. But common small Euros, you guys are struggling. Greece were able to handle it the time when they hosted in Athens the Olympics. But I don't know what has happened with you guys that you guys have not been able to do it. But who cares? Well, the Black Boys are not being battered this time around, but be careful. When you win on penalties, be very, very careful, because remember Portugal. Our goalkeeper saved 3 straight. How did they go out of this tournament? Penalties. So England have had their winning on penalties. It's hard to win back-to-back on penalties. If England wants to win the semi-finals against the Netherlands, they had better win the game in 90 minutes, because Mother Luck have given them a quarterfinals to win. The next time England plays on penalty, they are going to lose. So to avoid it, they should stay away from the penalties, win the game in 90 minutes or an extra time, but definitely avoid the penalties. I don't know what you guys have to say, but whatever opinion you've got, put it on the comment section. You know me, I would read it. If it means extending the time, I would do it. Well, there's a lot that have happened. The last time we were here was Friday, and we're talking whether to be or not to be. And Victor Osimhen have been, offered to Chelsea. Like, guys, come and take him. Give us Lukaku. Give us some money. So that would be nice. For those of you who are saying he was going to Arsenal, I can confidently tell you that's not going to work. It is not going to work. No. Those of you that are hoping that Osimhen will come to us now, it ain't working. Okay, I can tell you that for free. It ain't working. No, they deceive yourself. It's not gonna work. So today we'll look at all those transfers. Michael Olise is a Bayern player, true and true, confirmed till 2029. No shakement on that one. That transfer is done and dusted. Some big clubs are sorting out transfer without stress at all. Well, there's also talk of Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. They're looking like they might not be Liverpool players next season. And Benjamin Snyder have come out to say between Man United and Liverpool, Man United will win the Premier League title before Liverpool from now till whenever those two wins it. But it is not Benjamin Snyder that was the first person to say. It's my co-presenter, our very own Bobby Ukaigwe, that said it first. Yes, he said it that now that Jurgen Klopp is leaving, and with all the razzmatazz, all the magic, all the guitar, high and meta play of Jurgen Klopp, he won only one Premier League in 8 or 9 seasons. And, my friend will say Jurgen Klopp ran away when he realized that it is too Pep against him, right? Before it was just him and Pep, and he was trying his best to get the second one. And then when Arteta came into the ring, he now realized that no, there's no way. Back-to-back third position means that very soon he will not even be in the title race again. By January, he's already out of the title race. There's nothing he can do, and he decided to run away. Well, when Pep Guardiola, I don't really fall on that, but when Pep Guardiola went on sabbatical, they said that they saw Mourinho and he was afraid. That's why he went on sabbatical. So let's just say that Jurgen Klopp realized that the hard metal guitar, the hard metal rock and roll, Genge pressing was not able to press anybody. The Spanish witchcraft was stronger than the Genge pressing, so he ran away. Well, now that Annie Slot is coming to town, and they are doing some reshuffling, reorganization. There's a talk of certain key players like Mo Salah, who's cut his hair at the Egyptian Messi, Virgil van Dijk, who's at the Euro, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's still at the Euro. They might not come, fully in to it for the coach, and Liverpool doesn't look like they will splash the money big time. So all of this means that if you look at the Liverpool team, you could even be forgiven if you predict that this season they are not going to make the top four. Like you could be forgiven because they've got all their players, and Brazil have been knocked out of the Copa America by Uruguay. I mean, some of you guys predicted it, and you're very, very correct about that one. Guess who's the coach of Uruguay? Just in case you've forgotten. It's setting Marcelo Bielsa, right? You guys said English people said it's reaching the end of the road. It's not good enough. It's a par. You should go and retire and be chopping retirement money. You should be eating pension fund. Well, the man said, no, I still got tactics. I've still got wisdom. I produce Pep Guardiola. I produce some of those best coaches that you now have, Antonio Conte and the rest of them. They are my proteges. And I still got it in me. I could still push it and push Brazil out. Now, come on, get out of this place. It was on penalties anyway, but whatever it is, it has happened. Okay, all right. Let's look at some of the transfer stories, some of the rumors, and the about to be confirmed. The ones that are put in bid. It's no longer rumors anyway. This one's now they are closing. Conversations are going on. Talk about Federico Chiesa is on this one. Brian Brobby is on this one. There is a whole lot of talk. Joao Paulinho will be the longest drawn transfer conversation we've ever had because it's 3 seasons, three windows on the bounce now. Last summer, last winter, and now last summer, last winter, and this summer. Yeah, that's how the windows are being for Joao Paulinho, and the conversation is still on. There is also talk about Gerard Braithwaite. I mean, would you rather have a Gerard Braithwaite, Manchester United fans? That's what I'm asking. Or you would rather put everything into delete and get your leaky defense deleted. Okay, there is still Gerard Bowen. If there's no Gerard Braithwaite, then there's Gerard Bowen. There's Mason Green, who wants his future sorted out very fast so that he can have a preseason. Last season he didn't have a preseason, and he wants to have a good preseason and be able to go with it. Anthony Gordon is in the conversation. Everton, Newcastle player, former Everton, then Newcastle, current Newcastle player. Jack Cancelo is in a conversation as well. There's a whole lot. Alphonso Davies, what's it called? Joshua Zirkzee, a 30-year goalkeeper, Dan Bentley is in the conversation today. You still have a player like Diego Llorente, who is now 30 years of age. I mean, it's been a while. It's in the conversation today. Alexi Garcia, 27-year-old Alexi Garcia, and the retirement of 33-year-old Thiago Alcantara. Fantastic player, but injury really did not allow us to enjoy the technique of this player. From Barcelona to Bayern Munich to Liverpool, was just sleeping on injury. I think right now they should give him a medical certificate because he definitely will know a thing or two about how to treat a lot of injuries. Okay, well, let's look at it from top to bottom, not in the Buhari style anyway. But Juventus want to sell Italy forward Federico Chiesa. He's 26 years of age to raise fund to buy Manchester United winger Jadon Sancho. And I'm asking, is Federico Chiesa better than? Is Jadon Sancho better than Federico Chiesa? Does Jadon Sancho brings more, or is it because he's 24? Is it something that they will regret? Well, Inter Milan, you know how to buy this type of player and turn them into great. You did that with Andre Pirlo and a lot of other players. So you can go get Federico Chiesa. But I would take Federico Chiesa ahead of Jadon Sancho because of his mood swing. There are places he needs certain kind of condition for him to play well. And I don't like that kind of player. I like players who are motivated to play. Well, these days, the kind of money that players earn, it is even hard for them to be motivated. Manchester United and Arsenal are set to compete for 30-year-old signing of Netherlands striker Brian Brobby, 30 million pounds signing of Brian Brobby, who's 22 years of age. I don't know if Arsenal really wants to sign that player from Ajax, but it's a rumor, the story that is out there. Portugal midfielder Joao Paulinho, 28, has completed his medical with Bayern Munich, but needs to clarify some details from Fulham before completing his 46 million euro pounds more. So he needs to confirm that the details are: how much am I getting for my loyalty bonus? How much are you guys going to pay me? Blah, 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 blah. All of those are the things that needed to be confirmed. So we'll wait and see how it goes. Manchester United will hold a meeting about transfer on Monday, which will include a decision about whether to make another bid for 22-year-old Everton and England centre-back Gerard Brentwood, or to just forget and focus on delete. Well, we'll see. West Ham Valley Gerard Bowen at more than £100 million. Nobody can buy him. And I have no plans to sell the 27-year-old England forward this summer despite interest from Newcastle. Nobody go buy him. Yes, Manchester United forward Mason Greenwood wants his future sorted out in the next week with Atletico Madrid, Barcelona, Juventus, Lazio, Marseille, and Valencia, who have made a £25 million bid, interested in the 22-year-old international. Man United, please let him go. You don't want him, let him go. Don't be an enemy where you have devil in your crest. What do you expect? Manchester City have registered an interest in wanting to bring in 23-year-old Newcastle and England winger Anthony Gordon, whose contract runs out in June 2026. Wait a minute. How many wingers does Man City have? How many wingers does Pep Guardiola need to win a quadruple? Okay, well, I don't know. They've got Doku, they've got Ogbori, that everybody think is a great player. What's his name now? What's that England guy? Grealish. You've got this other guy on the right hand side. They've got some wingers in that team. Well, I would say Pep Guardiola can fit anybody into anything. Talking about Pep Guardiola, let's look at former Pep Guardiola player, Portugal defender Jack Cancelo 30, has been offered to Inter Milan and Juventus after returning to Manchester City following the end of his loan spell at FC Barcelona. So he's still a Man City player, sorry, not former. Real Madrid will wait until Bayern Munich left back Alfonso Davies finishes playing at the Copa America with Canada before trying to sign the 23-year-old in this transfer window, or deciding whether to wait until next summer when it will be a free agent. You know what Real Madrid have done? Real Madrid has used their media power to kind of like put first off Bayern under pressure to say sell him now so that you can make money, or we'll go do now what we do Mbappe. And that's exactly what they did with Mbappe. They chased him all over the media, didn't make any official bid, then waited till he's free. And then the Paris Saint-Germain are so sad. But hey, doesn't matter. It's a game. You just have to find, in the words of Donald Trump, you have to find the loopholes and exploit it very, very hard. Okay? So they are looking at the loopholes, the available loopholes, and they are using it. There's nothing official coming from Real Madrid. But, when you control, I've always said that who controls information controls the balance of power. So that's exactly what Madrid are doing. And it's good anyway when you're big, you're big. The elephant does not pray to grow big, just the same way the fish does not pray to swim. The number of God, give me the ability to swim. No, the born in, it's in their DNA. They come in, pew. Light, when electricity hits, it does not pray to light up. Turn on the switch, you will see brightness. Darkness will disappear. Okay, let's not do science here or religion. Let's just go straight to the transfer talk. Bayern Munich will get 20 million euros if Manchester United trigger Bologna striker Joshua Zirkzee's 40 million euro release clause, having inserted a 50% sell-on clause when they sold the 23-year-old Dutchman to Italian club. Jesus, see business. Well, I know that because I've had some very fine, interesting business education conversation with Bayern, on this Bayern youth team that we're part of. So I understand. Arsenal are set to make move for Wolves' 30-year-old English keeper. I know that it's not Arsenal fan that is happy with this. This news is useless to Arsenal fan anyway. So Dan Bentley, but I'll still tell you now because it's there. Okay, Real Betis have reached an agreement with United to sign Spanish defender Diego Llorente, 30, from Elland Road club. Okay, Spain midfielder Alexis Garcia, 27, says West Ham tried to sign him from Girona, but he chose to join Bayer Leverkusen. He said because the way Xavi Alonso trains his players and the way they play excites him more. I mean, the other one. So, former Spain midfielder Thiago Alcantara, plenty of talent, plenty of techniques. Spain, Brazil, Italian, combination. I formed this guy, but injury says, you know what, I'm the devil in your life. There's the devil in the details. I decided to retire from professional football after leaving Liverpool following the final season at Anfield. That was ruined, destroyed, catastrophic by injury. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Still have 6 minutes before I yield my time and come to your side. Okay. So let's look at some of the deals that I've gone through. So let's look at all the clubs. And at this point, you need to come and listen. Open your ear, because you guys are telling me I'm just giving speculation. I should talk about the deals that have been done. Okay. So let's start with Arsenal. In is David Raya, 30 million pounds. Okay, the deal is 3 million for the loan deal last season and 27 million pounds to complete the deal. But the players that have gone out, Arthur Okonkwo, goalkeeper, has gone out for free to Wrexham. Cedric Suarez release, get out of here, man. You're not good. Mohamed Enani release, you laugh too much. You're not serious. And Mario Kozia-Dobry signed for Brighton for free, but they will give us now compensation. You know, it's called compensation. Arsenal will get that one because they produce it from the youth system. Well, Aston Villa have been doing quite some good business since they qualified for the Champions League. The players that have gone out, Douglas Luiz, this one pay me because I wanted him at Arsenal for 42.4. It's not as if the money was big, but Aston Villa just did not want to sell to a Premier League team. And then the player was okay with going to Italy. Team, EURO2024 have gone to Everton for 9 million. You see, this club is making money. That's over 50 million now. Morgan Sanson to Nice for 3.3 million. Omari Kellyman, Chelsea for 19 million. You see, Aston Villa have made some good money. This same Arsenal now, you release player, oh yeah, it's free. This, but I tell you, Arsenal is making money, Bank of England. Well, for Aston Villa, they've gotten Ian Matheson from Chelsea, 37.5 million. Samuel Ealing Jr. from Juventus for 11.8 million. That's part of the Douglas Luiz deal. Enzo Berenecha, Juventus for 18.6 million. It's also part of the Douglas Luiz deal. Lewis Dobbin, Everton, 10 million. Ross Barkley from Luton Town for an undisclosed field. So Bournemouth, you also have players that have come in. Louis Sinistra of Leeds United, they paid 20 million for him. Enes Unal from Gaddafi, 13 million. Alex Paulson, Wellington Phoenix, 850k. But the players that have gone at Lloyd Kelly to Newcastle for free, Jamalo, Sheffield Wednesday for free, Emiliano Marcondes released, Darren Randolph release, Ryan Frederick release. That's Botman. They release their spam anyhow everywhere, you know. Brentford have signing Igor Thiago for Club Bruce for 30 million, but then the players that have gone out are a lot. Ellery, Balkobe, St. Murray on loan, Shadon Baptiste release, Simon Godos release, Charlie Godo release, David Raya 30 million to Arsenal, Shandon Baptiste, what's this called now? All the Baptist family, they've been kicked out of the Baptist church. Okay, it's gone to Luton for free. Brighton have also brought in players like Yankuba Minte from Newcastle, 30 million. Ibrahim Osman, Norgerland for 16 million. Matt Wafer, Feyenoord for 25.4 million. Where Brighton is all this money. Mario Kozia-Dobry from Arsenal for free. And then the players that have gone at Adam Lallana. Remember this guy? He's gone back to his former club. He's gone to Southampton for free. Steven Alzante also have been released. Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea fans are telling me that Chelsea is not signing anybody. You're lying. In Kenan Dusbury Hall from Leicester City, 30 million. Omari Kellyman from Aston Villa, 19 million. Mark Gui from Barcelona for 5 million. Tosin Adarabioyo is from Fulham for free. So don't tell me that Chelsea is not signed. Chelsea have actually signed players. Okay, players that have gone out of Chelsea and Matheson to Aston Villa for 27.5 million. They are even also making money. Luis Hall for 28 million to Newcastle. Omari Hutchinson to Ipswich Town for 22 million. Thiago Silva, Fluminense for free. Akim Ziyech, Galatasaray for free. Michael Golden, Leicester for 5 million. So you see, the days are going on there. Crystal Palace have also brought in Chad Reed for Real Betis for 12 million. Diachi Kamada from Lazio for free. And players that have gone at Nathan Ferguson release. James Tompkins free. Jairo Redwood free. Scott Banks to St. Pauli undisclosed. Michael Olise to Bayern Munich for 50.7. God. That's not. Do sell a player for that kind of month. I'm all happy. Everton have brought in Team EURO2024 from Aston Villa for 9 million. Lilian Ndiaye from Marseille for 17 million. But then they've also let players out. Lewis Dublin to Aston Villa for 10 million. So we'll see that deal, they balance each other. Okay, Ben Godfrey, Atalanta, 11 million. Andy Longegan to Wigan for free. Dele Ali, got out of here with a plenty problem. Andre Gomez also released. Okay. Fulham have not brought anybody in, but Tosin Adarabioyo have gone to Chelsea for free. Marek Radak have been released. Tyrese Francois has been released. Torrance Congolo have been released. Bobby Di Cordova Reid have also been released. I mean, guys are releasing spend anyhow. Okay, Ipswich Town have brought in Omari Hutchinson from Chelsea, Johnson from West Ham for free, and then they've also let a lot of players go. So players like Kaden Jackson have gone to Derby for free, Nick Hayes Bennett for free, Dominic Ball release, Panucci Kamara release, Vaclav Kladky release, Shone Aluku, remember that guy? Yeah, scored 2 goals against South Africa in Oyo one time to save us from disgrace. Okay, I've also been released. Gase Ahamdem, Shouting Athletic for 1 million, and then you have Leicester, Liverpool, Manchester United for Man United, Manchester City. Nobody has come in, but they've let Taylor Harwood Bells go for 20 million, Tommy Doyle to Wolves for 5 million. So they've made 25 million from selling of players that are not needed, that are even useless. We've not heard their name. Well, Manchester United, nobody's coming, but players that have gone out of Man United: Alvaro Fernandez have gone to Benfica for 5 million, Omari for St. Monza for free, Anthony Massa release, Brandon Williams release, Rafael Varane release, Shola Shoretire release. Very soon, they're still in the foreplay process. Rashford will be sold or released. Okay, it will come. They will come soon. Okay, I come quickly. Let's look at Nottingham Forest because we have some Nigerian interest there. So let's see the players that I brought in. Elliot Anderson, Newcastle, 35 million. Marco Stemenik, Red Star, 5.5. Eric Da Silva, Morera, St. Pauli, 1.25 million. Then the players that have gone out: Orel Mangala, okay, that one is gone for 15 million to Lyon. Remo Flula, I've gone to Bologna for undisclosed. Brandon Aguilera, I've gone to Real Ave for undisclosed fee. Odysseus Vlachodimos, I've gone to Newcastle for undisclosed fee. Marcos Stemenik, Olympiacos on loan. Harry Alta, I've been released. Felipe released. Loic Umbeso, I've been released as well. Scott McKenna released. Chekil Coyote, I've been released. Wayne Hennessy, remember that goalkeeper? That was one time like the guy. What's the guy that everybody was talking about? The Man United number 1 that will take over from David De Gea for where? Drink too much Hennessy, call high. Has been released. Musa Niakate to Lyon for 27 million. So there's no Nigerian player that have been kicked out of that one. So they are all still with the team. Well, you'll be looking at a team like Southampton. I'll be saying, Nigerian player that are there, are they still in the team? Yes. They are there. So let's move on from that one, and we go to some of the stories that have run through the weekend. Milan waiting for Morata. Sticking with strikers, Alvaro Morata could potentially be on the move this summer. According to the Masio Italian agent, AC Milan are interested in signing the Spain captain. It is reported that Zlatan Ibrahimovic has called him personally to convince him of a move to the San Siro. Morata has yet to give a definitive answer. Either way, AC Milan were reportedly interested in Sexy, but he now appears set for a move to Manchester United. Now, my question is, who be the jazz man where they work for Morata? It doesn't matter whether it's scoring or it's not scoring, whether it's playing well or it's not playing well. There is a big club out there licking his poop, okay, waiting to say, you know what, you welcome that good and faithful servant. I don't understand. It's just magical. But hey, whoever manages him, whoever runs his business, should run Paul Onuachu's business as well. Well, let's talk about Leicester now. Leicester City have sealed the second signing of the summer with the arrival of Chelsea's Michael Gordon. I told you that before. The 18-year-old has penned a 4-year deal, so he will be 22 when his contract runs out, and hopefully they will sell it for big. Okay, if they cannot win with you, we can make money from you. That's the way some clubs run their business. Go and ask Dortmund, Benfica, FC Porto, and those other clubs that do business more than they do winning. Okay, he said, I'm really looking forward to making a leaps and bounds by my career here at Leicester and working hard to help the team as much as I can. Obviously, the history of the club speaks for itself. Oh, now Leicester don't get history. They don't want to pick up and leak at the shot. There are great players here, and I'm looking to soak up as much information as I can. You're coming from Chelsea. Shut up. You're coming from Chelsea. Don't be from me like, say, now heaven you come. Get out of this place. I don't even want to read the continuation of that. It's nonsense talk. Atletico Madrid wants swift Felix decision. So, Atletico wants to find a resolution to the João Felix future so that he does not return for preseason. The Portuguese forward spent last season on loan with Barcelona, and it appears that he has little future in Madrid. According to Marca, Atleti want to finalize a departure over the next 3 weeks. The club returned to pre-season training on July 27. Felix, 24, still has 5 years left on his current deal at Wanda Metropolitano. Now, life contract, now before. Now, was on my contract. I go do that now. Manchester United striker Mr. Greenwood have been spotted training alongside one of his former teammates. Greenwood was at a Manchester pitch with Shola Shoretire, okay, who has been released. The forward's own future is uncertain, with a clutch of clubs chasing his future. Now, you can't say that future is uncertain. There's a lot of clubs that are available for him. Thiago Alcantara have retired. I've read that one for you before, so there's no need going back to it. Now, let's talk about Arsenal getting rejection. No, I don't want you. Arsenal target Martin Zubimendi has spawned any Premier League interest this summer to stay with Real Sociedad. Speaking to El Diario Vasco via ED, he said, "Where am I going to play next season?" Is that a question? I'm going to be at Real Sociedad. I have a contract with Real Sociedad, and that's where I'm most comfortable. Zubimendi have been linked with Arsenal on a number of occasions in the past, while Barcelona are also admirers. Okay, so that's a good one. Hagi's agent signal sacrifice. The agent of Rangers star Yanis Hagi has revealed he will be willing to dig into his own pocket to find his client a new club. Speaking to Digi Sports, Giovanni Bacali said, "I would be more than happy to help him find a team. I would spend money from me and my brother to find something for Yanis." Okay, he has an impresario who is very good to me. Okay, impression. He has a contract with Rangers, and I think he will start training with them. I hope that the coach will continue to consider him as part of his first team squad plan. If not, I will look for something else. That's so much confidence in the player. This agent believes that the player is good enough for him to invest in, and eventually he will see how it goes. Well, we're still on this conversation. If you have anything on all of these things that I've said, put it on the comment section. Eventually, I will come around to it. I'm still on all those stories that you need to get. Okay, so let's go to another one. Bayern Munich are rubbing their hands together on okay, on the prospect of getting about 20 million euros, about 17 million pounds, because of the sell-on clause on the day. See, if you never eat sell-on clause money before, you know they know how it is sweet. But you know, that's you. It's the greatest way to invest, the greatest investment. Oh God, sell-on clause is sweet. It is sweet because the player can not leave you for 4 or 5 years. If they renew a contract, they go. One day I said I want to sign the player for 100 million. Imagine the club where maybe say they sell Declan Rice, give West Ham, for 5 million, and then the cost say put 50% sell-on clause. So the idea we will buy Declan Rice. So I put up when the time comes now, I want 5 million. 52.5 million will go to you for doing absolutely nothing. He shakalabaya. That's the kind of thing that the sell-on clause does, but sometimes it's hard. It's not always happen. Okay. Mo Salah, Virgil van Dijk, and Trent Alexander-Arnold will all be staying at Anfield this summer, according to the story. But the players themselves have different ideas. The trio are out of contract next year, with this summer representing the Reds' final chance to secure significant fees for their services. But Liverpool have ruled out sales. Speaking about the trio in his introductory press conference, new sporting director Richard Hughes said, "On contractor situations, I don't think it would be fair for me to talk about these. These are private matters between club and players. The only concern I and Annie Slot shall have about situations is total commitment from the players to the cause for next season. And we are absolutely convinced that will be the case." Well, those players like Mo Salah, like, I'm not going to Saudi Arabia and pick some Pogri because I know we ain't winning nothing. We ain't winning nothing. So let me go and win nothing in Saudi Arabia, but pack the bag. And Trent Alexander-Arnold have said with friends that if Real Madrid are really serious, I would like to go. Bayern are also serious, I would like to go. But let's keep our finger crossed. If I don't have a club to go to, I will stay. Okay. Arsenal are reportedly keen on signing West goalkeeper. I think I've told you that before, so let's move on past that one. Bayern Munich have confirmed they have sealed the signing of Michael Olise from Crystal Palace. The Frenchman moves to Germany for around £50 million. That's a good deal. Crystal Palace chairman Steve Parish said, "We are hugely proud of what Michael has achieved at Crystal Palace, a club where he has developed greatly as a player. We respect his desire for further test himself at the highest level of world football, and I would like to personally wish him the very best for his next adventure with Bayern Munich in Germany, which I'm sure will all follow closely." All right. Every deal confirmed, and this poster boy for confirmed deal is David Raya. But that one was a secret that we all knew, so there is no need to like, oh, what's happening? Is that one happening, or that one is not happening? Well, in case you missed it, let me remind you: Manchester United have all but signed up the deal of Ziggy. So Joshua Ziggy will be a Manchester United player next season. Well, in case you also don't know, in case you missed it, let me tell you, the Calabari boy have also signed for Arsenal. It's just remaining some few paperwork to be done. Jacob Kiwior could leave Arsenal if the Gunners are successful in signing Riccardo Calafiori from Bologna. It's been claimed. Poland international Kiwior joined Arsenal from Spezia in January 2023, but has mostly played as a left back thanks to William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes' dominance in the center. Calafiori is left-footed too, and given the £42 million which Arsenal would be expected to pay, it likely usurp Kiwior in the pecking order and make game time even harder to come by. Well, it's possible. It's possible you stay. There could be injury. We thought that Timber will send everybody to the bench. First game after the Community Shield win, first game in the season, halftime, it was gone, and the season ended till the last game of the season. So anything is possible, but I like to see Kiwior go to somewhere where he'll be playing regularly. He show loyalty, he show commitment. I think it's good. Yeah, something you don't see with every transfer. Nearly 60,000 Bayern supporters have signed a petition urging the club not to sell centre-back Matthias De Ligt to Manchester United. De Ligt is 24 years of age, is a serious target for United, and the Netherlands international, who's yet to feature at the Euro 2024, will be keen on reuniting with his ex-Ajax boss, Erik ten Hag. Why are they signing that petition? I don't know, because again, last season, some people were blaming him for some bad results and all that. So why are they really, going all bananas and crazy? That I cannot explain. But hey, it is football. These things happen. Well, let me come to you guys now and let's have a conversation around all the talking point of the topic, everything that we have raised on the show this morning. Let me go straight up we go. I go up we go. Okay. Bukashari Press says good morning to you, sir. Good morning. Habib. They just say hello, Habibi. Okay, Habibi, come to Dubai. I go to Dubai, I spend my money, I don't get any benefit. Okay. Bukashari Press says we can hear you, sir. Thank you very much. Adebisi Adeyinka say good morning. Better one. Don't mind England. Which home is coming? Germany is waiting for them. What part of the competition are you following? Please, Miggy, please tell me what part of the competition are you following? Are you following the Euros or you're following the EURO? I need to know which competition you're following. Like Germany, waiting for them? Like waiting for them outside gate or inside the stadium? Like Germany is waiting to Colombia to pocket pick them to tie them outside the gate? Because Germany don't come out to. I mean, I don't know. They are playing Netherland next too. Maybe I don't know what you mean by that, but you should clear for me. Adewale Bukayo Saka say good morning, boss. We can hear you loud and clear. Johnny Gava say good morning. Hey Johnny, how now? How you doing? We need to just. This is my Europe trip now. Eh? All of them they involved now. It's been confirmed. So I wrote to Bayern that I want to come to Europe, and they say okay. They send me invite. So I'm going to Europe, right? In October. So I need to start raising money now. Before these German people tell me, German embassy people that tell me they don't want to give me visa. So anybody who get money now, start paying it into my account. If I shop at 2 now for the love of the game, this content we must do more. This kind of momentum that this on the listen interview have given us. Okay. Well, I have to do more. People are not expecting me to do more. Somebody say, when will you interview Mikel? Like say that they work for me. Like, hey, Mikel, Come now, let's do interview. Person will get podcast. You say go grant interview. You know, use your own platform to say talk with you want to talk. Go and interview because go and interview Vincent Yama. Mona they calm down, oh. Mona they calm down. Not as easy as nothing. Oh. Sometimes it take 3, 4, 5 years to build a relationship. We go lead an interview. Mona they calm down. All this na demand the Oliver twist. Mona they calm down. Demola Abiodun Brian say, let's go there. I'm beginning to think about England and France final course. They both seem to have same result in all their matches so far. Adewale Bukayo Saka say Euros have been a bit boring. Seems Euros is lacking strikers. Olani Rogbari says Brazil broke my heart. Not gonna lie, sorry about that one. Sorry. Shop Koleba hot soup this morning. Everything be alright. Yes, get to style. That is the best cure for heartbreak. Shop Koleba hot soup, ogbala soup, or draw soup. Everything will be fine. Precious Elliot says the match I've enjoyed so far was the one between Spain and Germany. I enjoyed that one too, but best match this tournament is Turkey Georgia. That match was explosive. But the Spain Germany game was also very, very, not really edge of the seat, but it was nice. It was two teams who wanted to have a goal, not sitting back, not knowing what to do with possession. Adewale Bukayo Saka says, speaking of Copa America, that Uruguay team is carrying very high intensity. Marcelo Bielsa, and so they play. Marcelo Bielsa have only one way to play: press you till you die, press you like we should press you, choke you with the pressing. Demola Ibrahim Abiodun says Brazil national team is beginning to decline. In my opinion, make we no go witness Brazil not qualifying to World Cup for the very first time. Well, we feel witness them. Abiba Adeji say I watched the Copa America match between Brazil and Uruguay. My opinion on South American football is skewed to think it is flair and entertainment. Is the exact opposite: high intensity, no reading. Really? Okay. Olise Samsi say, good morning, boss. I like the fact that Saka played from the right wing back position and still scored in the game. Look, Maka, maybe not go to go say they'll call you like that fast. Well, we don't need that. We don't need that for that position anyway. So I never the reason myself. Look, Maka says watching from Lagos. Thank you very much. Demola Abiodun Brian says Argentina versus Uruguay final in Copa America, while France and England in the final of Euros. Now you not get respect to. Una they do all this prediction. The best team of this tournament is Spain. Una can't they discounted. Now some I don't say for Germany go use experience. Stay outsmart them. That is the experience. So you just look the Spain finish, you look the iron because they get small children. Abi, you don't get respect. You don't really get respect. You can't look the Netherland where they score goals from everybody. They score own goal, they score goal against opposition. Against England, where England they use Church and Candle, Celestial Church Pastor, Woli, Alagba, everybody to find goal for match. Okay now. Mona no play semi-final first. And then they do like Nigeria, we won't play them at that time for France 19 World Cup. They don't already see Brazil. Now well done, selection. Well done. Well done. Minyeruwe. Demola Abiodun say, do you think Bentley is a good backup goalkeeper for us now? Well, I don't know if he's good. I think if I have my way, I would advise Ramsey to say, but the pride with the worry so it's just something that I don't understand. I rather have those two good goalkeepers. But then again, my problem with Ramsey is that last season when they put out for match, it'd be like he deliberately want to sabotage the game. Like, oh, you guys don't want me to blabby. About that game where they give me back pass and they jam the ball and go, which team is it? Fulham or is it West Ham or Aston Villa? I don't know one of those games. I just look like, man, this guy, if I slap you. So if he's not happy to stay, he should go. And maybe that goalkeeper, that's the one that is available. They should get him for now. If you don't feel back up well too now, they go come out in that and put another hard drive to do the backup well. That's what I think. But I'm not really seeing him. I've not really watched him to the point where I can give conclusive opinion like, whether he's good or he's a bad goalkeeper. Whatever I say here now is just the little that I've read. And I've not really read much because when I saw his name, I was like, okay, who's this one again? Right? Who's this? Bentley. I know the car. I know one David Bentley back in the day. Dan Bentley, I don't know him. So I would have to take time to really read up on him, find clips on him, and see. Then I cannot decide what he represents. But for now, I don't know. I'm not really. How do I put it? I'm not really big on hoping that this Dan Bentley would do something. I don't know why Olafat is writing Brentford here. The name is Dan Bentley. Dan Bentley B, and he's not coming from Brentford. He's coming from Wolves. The Brentford goalkeeper that we have is David Raya. But I don't know why you're writing Brentford there. You will get to explain that to Misha. Where do we start now? Target Tech. Say good morning, boss. I miss you. Okay, Olafa say people that advise all these youngsters, Omari Kozia is going to Brighton that has 3 players in already at the left wing and 2 players at the right wing, unless is going on loan to another team. Well, it might be that they don't want to renew his contract where he is, and he needs to say, as a footballer, the worst thing to do is for your contract to be nearing the end and your current club is not telling you anything about renewal. That the panic alone, you get panic attack, because it's like you gain admission, everybody don't tell congratulations. One semester can't end, you can't come house. Everybody then they go back, they don't terminate you. Like you, okay, the salary say there's some discrepancy with your registration. They don't terminate you. Now you don't know how to tell people. That's how it feels like in football. In football, the panic attack you get if your contract remains 6 months to go, nobody. Every night you call your agent. Oh my father, what's going on? You call humble. That's how you call the day nice. For training, you go to pick ball, they clean people boot, you people they shout, they make noise, they make noise. You just there. Sorry, you just there solemn. You're there in solemn mood, like that kind of place. So you don't blame them. You know, we set things from the outside. There's always I'm big, a big player, I will decide where I want to go. But how about those ones who are not big, who are not known? You know, your agent needs to hawk you. Your agent needs to convince people like, no, this player is good. You will make money off him. You know, blah, 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 blah. The reason why he's not playing at this club is because of this reason. So don't blame them. You they use the eye of big players to the judge who he be in the matter. Target Tech say Arsenal, when will we sell a player 50 million like this? I don't know. Oluwaseyi Adebowale say, please, so what is Zlatan Ibrahimovic's role in AC Milan currently? He's an ambassador for the club. So he's a guy who he's a convictor. He's a guy who fixes some things. You know, he's an ambassador for the club. He helps them to talk to some players. I mean, he's got a brand, a personality. If Zlatan Ibrahimovic call you, you're not going to listen to them. This is how I say, I beg, who be the people? Morata. That guy is highly favored. Olafa say, I saw what Crystal Palace did there. They've learned from the Zaha saga by shipping out Ulisse ASAP before his price tag devalues. Olafa say, I think the network from my hand is this money is good over 2 weeks now. I couldn't join the live section. Okay, sorry. Oluwaseyi Adebowale says football deserves a Spain-Netherlands final, but football will get a France-England final. Well, I want to see a Spain-Netherlands final repeat of the 2010, and hopefully Netherlands wins it this time. Yeah. Frankly, Unena says good morning, Elegote. What is your opinion on the slot at Liverpool? What do you see? What I see is Liverpool going down. What I see is Liverpool forcing some of these players to stay, and then they gradually staying to January when they become free agents, and then yeah. What I see is the future is not bright for Liverpool, but and it's not can prove me wrong, but I say here it's not bright at all. It's not bright. It's never happened before in history, and the slot is not about to change it. To succeed is successful, and they pity. They wait the next Man City manager. Oh God, you will see something. The next Man City manager will see something. The issue of blood na joke. You will see something. You'll be like Lazarus and the rich man. Dog will lick all the wound. You never see anything. But for Arne Slot, I've not been able to. I've done the research on his work, on his previous work. The team is work with, the quality of players is work with, the dressing room is handled, and I'm looking at the Liverpool dressing room. You know that the dressing room have already pivoted, have already tanked. It's not like they are very high. They are feeling high. They are in a place where some of the players are even feeling betrayed. That young club betrayed them. Some of the players are looking like, man, we're not safe. We don't even know where we're going. They are not looking like Man United post Sir Alex Ferguson. Even though the post Alex Ferguson Manchester United have more rot, more more destruction than this one. But that's how it's looking. It's looking gloomy. It's looking like the Liverpool 1989, 1990. And some of you don't know that era. You know that last match of the season where all Liverpool needed to do to win the title. They were in the finals of the FA Cup against Everton too, and I think they lost the finals to Everton, if I'm not mistaken. But they needed to avoid defeat by 2-0 to Arsenal at Anfield. Arsenal went there, scored first, and the game was going according to plan. Everything was going well. 1-0, they are champions. They would have defended the champion, won it back-to-back. But somehow, out of the blues, remember in 88, they also won the league, and they were supposed to win the double, but then they played against the crazy gang who did not take their bath for 2 weeks, and they came in smelly body, smelly sweat, and they beat them. John Fashanu and the rest of them. The rest, as I say, is history. So the following year, they now needed to defend their league title, and they had played well in all their games until the last game. They needed to avoid defeat by 2 goals, but then Arsenal scored first, and then in the very last kick of the game, Arsenal scored the second goal. Post that time, Liverpool suffered for 30 years. Before Jurgen Klopp came to win the league title. In that period, they also won the Champions League, won the UEFA Cup, won FA Cup, won some things, but they were just not there. If you look at Man United have also gone through that road. Post Alex Ferguson, they've won UEFA, Europa Cup, or whatever you call it. They've won the FA Cup, they've won the League Cup, but league title, Umpataka. Champions League, Umpataka. So we'll see how it goes for them. I don't see anything bright for Liverpool and Arne Slot. But like I always say, they can prove me wrong. Okay, they can prove me wrong. I don't know, but they can prove me wrong. All I say, the match of the year is Uruguay versus Colombia. That match I can miss work just to watch it because they will give everything from both sides. So you can miss work, and then what if they sack you? I'm just saying something that you can rewatch online, something that you can see. You can miss work. Okay. Even when they say they use the football the shop, so when they miss work because of football. Franklin says on Copa America, I'm seeing Colombia becoming champions. Or more that team, they're good, I beg. Okay, so I think Colombia is good. That defensive midfielder, I've forgotten his name again. I keep forgetting his name. You know, they've got a balance in their squad. That's what I like. And then that thing that was with Argentina at the last World Cup, everybody's working for each other. There is no Oga Pata at the top. Everybody's working for each other. They run more than the other opposition. Everybody giving their best. But for as long as Argentina and Messi are still in the competition, the Argentina are not conceding loads of goals. They can defend very well. Something that is always missing with the Argentine team. They believe in, if you score us 3, we'll score you 5. Okay, but this time around, the defense solidly. They have the good goalkeeper. Their midfield is also not bad. Messi can turn up the heat at any given time. They can defend also very well. I'll wait until they knock out Argentina. As long as Argentina is in this competition, I'm tipping them to do back to back. Okay, Yemi Dynamite says, we are not really sure. Says Uncle E. He said, I can't blame Rams there. Ateta didn't manage the goalkeeper situation well and is at fault for how poor Ramsey became. Dude was at his best and he suddenly became best in every now. Okay, so this is where you are a fan. I'm a football person. The thing is, you people, the rules always change when Arsenal is involved. If Arsenal win FA Cup, it is because that small cup is what they are celebrating. But that's the reason why Erik ten Hag is keeping his job, even though he's had the worst ever performance as a manager at Manchester United. 14 defeats in one season. First time they're having a minus in their goal returns. Some people will win League Cup and it's the best thing that's ever happened since Blood of Jesus, okay? But when Arsenal try to win it, it's not, what's that? Some people win UEFA Europa Cup and it's the sweetest trophy to win. Even Conference League is the sweetest trophy to win. If Arsenal tries to win, it's where's much in place. First off, a coach hold you no explanation. The last 10 games of last season, Aaron Ramsey was shit. Saliba's injury exposed Aaron Ramsey that it was not good enough. He cannot save you when you really need saving. And the coach got proactive and brought in another goalkeeper. When was the last time since you were born, Yemi, that an Arsenal goalkeeper won the goalkeeper of the season? And I know stupid people are quick to say, but he did not face any shot. Your papa Your father left you here. The reason why you want to say that is a goalkeeper behind the defense is the guy who organizes the defense. That's a point that a lot of people take for granted. And Aaron Ramsey, as people say, he is good. The question I like to ask is he better than Raya? No. On the ball, is he better than Raya? No. Distribution, is he better than Raya? No. Are you saying that a coach went out there, gets a goalkeeper, and when Aaron Ramsey came in, how did Arteta handle Ben Leno? Ben Leno was a calamity, and they quickly let him go. Sit on the bench if you don't want to say, get out of here. Martinez, okay, won the FA Cup for us, but he tried to be loyal. Then you think that the coach have learned from his mistake. He tried to be loyal to Ben Leno, and then we ended up in 8th position. If he goes on and continues to be loyal again to Aaron Ramsey, we might not even make the top 4, because that's the standard that Aaron Ramsey represents. So he decided, you know what, I'm not going to make the mistake I made. I'm regretting that mistake because I was loyal to Ben Leno. Look at the goalkeeper have gone on to win the World Cup, the Copa America, the Finalissimo, and taking Aston Villa to the Champions League. I'm not going to do that kind of mistake anymore. I'm going to be brutal like my mentor, Pep Guardiola. And that's exactly what he has done. Look at all the successful coaches in the world. They are that brutal. You know what I mean? Pep Guardiola shows up as a new sheriff in Man City. Man City had just won the league title. Joe Hart, player of the season. Best goalkeeper in England. One of the top goalkeepers in Europe. Guess what? Called him into a meeting and he said, you are not part of my plan. How do you do that? But nobody said anything. But if everything Arteta does, thank God for Amazon Prime. If not, they would have killed him with the Aubameyang issue. But Amazon Prime exposed to everybody that, oh boy, now Aubameyang did wrong. So I do not see. Aaron Ramsey, the only noise about Aaron Ramsey is because it's English. If Aaron Ramsey was not English, nobody would say anything. We did worse to Ben Leno. Nobody said anything. When Aaron Ramsey, Papa, if his father was there making this. See, you know what I like about Arteta? Arteta has something that I wish I have, but I don't have. Arteta will fuck you up without saying a word. Like, your papa began press conference. You never the contract. You never come back on denial. Say you are not smiling. Okay now. This your frowning face, You go frown now like monkey will lick lime. And the season go ahead, I go throw away you. Nothing will happen. I mean be manager here. For as long as I be boss here, I say boss. That's what they call man management. You lay out the rules and let people know that you shape in or you ship out. Yes, that's the way it work. Okay? Olafa say the game Ramsey did error. Okay, Brentford. Okay, thank you very much. It was Brentford, yeah. But that Bololo guy wrong, pushing the ball internet. Yeah. Abiba, you say France never considered from open play, defensively solid. Okay, now we'll go see. That be France. That be Spain. One play. We'll go see. I can't remember, but I saw that I say Spain will struggle with Germany. Yamina, I say competition, and we are at our core. Wait. Okay, so I'm continuing competition. Dude was at the best and he suddenly became bench in every competition, and we are at our core humans. His confidence took a beating. You get that? He won't immediately be able to get back to that level because his boss, Arteta, just rewarded his previous work with bench because Arteta is a winner. See, there is professional sports and then there's high performance. At professional level, anything goes. That's the Everton, West Ham, anything goes. You can lose match and everybody's fine. That's where Chelsea finds themselves now. At high performance, the margins are very small. Do you know that any other season, this performance of Arsenal this season win you the league title? But that's how small the margins are. Do you know that any other time, any other era, Jurgen Klopp would go home with at least five Premier League titles? But that's how small the margins are. And to eliminate those margins, my dear, you go hurt people. That's if you don't know that in football, forget it. Just come on your mind for football. Once you don't know that, like you're not ready for football. In football, you go hurt people. I'm not telling us I sack my own brother. The margins for high performance, when the expectations are high, the margins are like this. You have to lose a game and people will say, but they did everything. Don't lose. In high performance football, you can win a game and get criticized. Like, look at England. They are winning. They are in the competition, but they get criticized because their performance is zero. So that's where Arteta is. Arteta is not coaching West Ham. He's not coaching Everton. He's not coaching Nottingham Forest. So if Aaron Ramsey does not know that, it's his fault. Look at Gabriel Jesus. When he first came, he was Messiah. Now we're having a conversation that we need to let him go. That's high performance. The expectations is, oh boy, if you cannot stay fit, and it's not his fault too, it's injuries. But nobody care. Nobody care about that shit. You know if you play ball, get out of the club. Somebody else is coming. You want him to manage you, to kiss you and hug you. No. Stay fit. If you can't stay fit, click the like button if you cannot stay fit. I love how to say, okay, Abiba they say France never considered okay. Yamina I say, okay, I think I've read that one. Okay, and then she went on to say, so I can't totally blame Ramsey, make it get out, for his performance during the cameo appearances. He was availed and is better than sitting on the bench, not even for Raya. Listen, I don't care how you talk. When Aaron Ramsey was our goalkeeper, I wasn't the best goalkeeper of the league. Raya came in from Brentford and became the best goalkeeper of the league. First off, before Raya, Aaron Ramsey came to Arsenal, it was not regarded as a top goalkeeper. In short, when Arteta brought him, everybody was angry. So Arteta gave him all of this glorious performance that you're talking about. Arteta gave him that platform. Arteta gave him the platform to become England goalkeeper. Arteta gave him all the platform, all the opportunities. But he's also the one that puts out the KPIs and say, okay, Oga, yes, this is where I want you to be at, but this is where you get. It's close, but it's like Formula One. The margin between winning could be 0.001 second, but you have lost. It is what it is. So Aaron Ramsey came in and took somebody else's space. Somebody else took his space. It's football, it's competition. Getting angry and frowning your face is just not even part. It's not just follow at all. But either ways, I think, in my own opinion, I like the fact that Arteta did that. That's properly. Man management is one thing, but managing the football club is another thing. Sometimes you focus on managing the football club than focusing on. Why is it that Pep Guardiola does exactly the same thing? We say, man, that's what makes him a great top coach. Is it okay for Pep Guardiola to put Rico Lewis ahead of João Cancelo, the player that in the previous season that played the most number of matches that even introduced us to this inverted fullback and played it with such panache, such beauty? But the season before, it was Zinchenko. They put him on the bench. Nobody said anything to say that's why Pep Guardiola is Pep Guardiola. He renews the team, he refreshes his team. Arteta is not trying to refresh now. Come on. So don't let me give you suspension. You're my sister, but this one, no take on Arteta the way I go take it. No worry, I'll call my boys for London. May they buy you fish. Well, you know, fish up finish. Demola Belly says, he mean the game. I get it now. I get it. Yeah, I mean, I felt sad seeing Switzerland crash out, but I remember you saying they are good at getting out of the group, but struggle at the knockout stage. Yeah, better luck next time to them. Can this crop ever win? No, that's asking for too much. That's asking for trophy where. Now, trophy like a beer to go drink. Oluwaseyi Adebowale says Man U will soon become Netherland FC. I'm not sure. But I mean, they have a Dutch coach, they have a Dutch assistant coach, so it might be. Oluwaseyi Adebowale says the next Man City manager will suffer, but I have a feeling it will be Roberto Di Zerbi. Whoever it is will suffer. Man United might even get top four. Okay, let me dynamite as a Brit resident. I want it to come home, or I want it to come home, especially because I want my Arsenal players to get confidence boost from winning a major national title. I'm still not convinced by France despite the hype. Okay. So you're not convinced by France, but you want it to come home by another team that nobody's convinced about. You're a pasha. Yeah, you're my sister, but you're a pasha. Okay, Kenny P say it only happens live once. So if you've got to skip work. Okay. When they sack you, I thank you very much for giving me access to a library of the best collection of audiobooks. Jehovah, this guy threw me into the ocean filled with books. I'm going through one now. So sweet, okay? So sweet. I'll keep doing it. I love I say David Sanchez, the former Tottenham player, okay? Yeah, me that I say on this one, Okuri, I disagree. If he wants to be brutal, then let him go. That quality isn't poor enough for the bench. Ramsdale is better than that. I don't support his dad going to the media though. So now let's talk about quality and reasons for action. In football club, historically, only one top goalkeeper always shines. Manenoa, Casillas, Peruggi, Buffon, Dinosaur, Ross, Peter Schumacher. Even when Peter Schumacher was having a terrible season, Man United went on to win the treble. I can go on and on and on and on. David Seaman, even when he was doing Warokoto, the number 2. Now, number 2, are like assistant coaches. They are not head, they are not seen. Number 2 goalkeeper. It is a recipe for disaster to have 2 top quality goalkeepers. A good example was Edward Mendy and Shegu Arrizabalaga. You remember what happened? Even coach, they call player to come off for goal. He not agree come out. In football, that is the fact. To have 2 quality goalkeeper is disaster waiting to happen. Babe, now me play this ball. Now me coach. This na my field. You're disagreeing with me now. Now from the point you like the boy. You like he's married though. Come on, you have another person husband. You like him. No mean say now the right thing they do. His attitude is bad. There is nothing as terrible as having a cancerous player in your dressing room. He go wreck your dressing room within weeks. That's the reason Aubameyang was kicked out of the team. Not because Aubameyang knows how to play ball. He sabi play ball, but his attitude smell past Victor Osimhen own. Is there anybody here who will say Victor Osimhen is not a good player? But Victor Osimhen's attitude is worse than dead body way for the side soccer away. So you have to look at that. It is key. Now, there are players that have attitude problem, but they are high performers. Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Eric Cantona, Roy Keane, Thierry Henry. But their attitude is, I want to win. It's not crybaby, drama king. No, this one is crybaby. Having a backup goalkeeper means, first off, Oga, when they sign you as backup, you go loyal. Now this guy, they are number 1. Is the Oba. Ororo no they fade. Oba no they go transfer. Can you be there? Don't be here and be giving insinuation anytime. And then British media, stupid British media. Anytime Raya consider they go, the camera plans to Ramsdale. Oh, he would have done better. The camera Raya would have saved. Ramsdale would have saved that. But shut up. That's not how it works. Okay, how it works is that you always have one top goalkeeper at the club at all times. Once you have 2 top class goalkeepers, there's problem. Even in the national team where you have Neuer and you have Wegman, that's a goalkeeper for Borussia Dortmund that time. Didn't you see how it went? They suffered. Now group stage and knocked them come out. Group stage, back-to-back group stage at the World Cup. So you've got to understand that in goalkeeping is different. In the outfield position, you can have 3 top class players in the same position. You go rotate them, they go play, you substitute them. Who goes into a match planning to substitute the goalkeeper? Aaron Ramsdale was his own enemy. I'm not sure Arteta actually planned to keep him on the bench for that long. When you bring in a goalkeeper on loan, you have a very short window to prove that you've made the right decision. That's also why they brought him on loan. So that if he's not good, I go back to what I have. But at this time, there is a window to sign him. Now, there's a possibility that if we get him now, we'll get him for cheap, right? And then we brought him on loan first with an option to buy. Your job, Aaron Ramsey, is not to suck. Your job is to compete. Your job is to say, you know what? You're coming, but you go fight for this one. This one not going easy. Prove yourself. Your father went on media talk. The entire English press were talking rubbish. And exactly the same way you came in is the same way this guy have come in to take over from a number 1. Did they tell Ben Leonard that you're going to share position? He just woke up one morning, got injured. This guy came in, and then when he came back, he couldn't play again. They found him out. Not the same thing happened to Fabianski. Not the same thing happened to Aluminium. Not today. We've seen all these ones before now. Not a big deal now. They want to make you like you go look bushy. It shall be this one. I love that say the researcher from us and player. Blah 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 blah. You mean that might say okay, I think I've read that one. P-Man. Hey P-Man, Afana. Excellent show this morning. Thank you very much. Loa Shea Adibowale says morning Mourinho will choose a whole Casillas. We chase a whole Casillas away from the team. Who be Ramsey? No, my sister. My sister my sister like the guy face. The face, Ramsey face, they make him the day in the mood. Now beat, I go beat you. Now school and work, we say you go UK, go do. If you to go do any other, we go bring you back. You'll come back here to Nigeria and come and be, we'll put POS shop for you. I go clear. All of us say people forget that this is the same Ramsey that got relegated back to back. And when they asked Arteta, he said he believed in Ramsey when no one believed in him. But people don't forget now, in the carry should have gutter water when they want you say do pure water, I say in the bottle spring water in the crease. So welcome over here. Franklin Nena says, thank you for your thoughts and opinion, Elegote. It's so nice hearing from you since your days in Brilla. Since that time, you never hear from me. You'll be starving yourself. You'll get sports also. P-Man says, just also replace Carlo Cudicini with Peter Cech without betting an eyelid. Now, people will follow football, they talk here. Is Cudicini not a top-class goalkeeper? Additional woman say, this thing about mediocrity. Arsenal with Arteta has finally changed the trajectory. Zinchenko would have been a starter if it were the former Arsenal. They tell you. Discipline and high performance is very important. Olafat says, boss, this Chelsea style of bringing in young players is giving me Arsenal under Wenger vibes. Sorry for their fans, but they might be having that Arsenal era now. You're not wrong, and there's nothing to apologize for. It does look like that. It's like Chelsea will become a selling club because we will group players and try to sell them. The Alawa says coming home song started again for the Brits. They are in semi-finals now, 2 steps away. Olatije say, seems like this stuff, this staff shake-up by United is slowly changing how fast they recruit. Yes, it is. And Olafa say, come out your eyes for church money. Na pastor get am, no be me talk am, na portable. Oluwaseyi Ademowale say, do assistant coaches also get medals? Yes, they do. Because when I watch trophy presentation, I noticed that the assistant coaches only join in after the trophy has been. So they give the players, the coach, and the rest, and they give some, about 40 or 50, they give some to the club to give. They not choose who they elect to give. Okay? That's why my dad have this now. FA Cup, English 1971 FA Cup medal. See it? The club will say, okay, for your service, for what you contributed to this season, we're giving you this. That's the club will decide that one. For some club. Right? In some league, ahead of the finals, they will say, send us the names of the people that you are going to give medal. Let them be on the train, and then they get the medal. So that's the way it works. What's it called? The other one say Ramsey felt too comfy and the press and his father didn't help his cause. Irami Akiri say, boss, please help with the name of the library of audiobook. Olafat say, for me, I think Zinchenko will be sold ahead of Kivior. Another brutality from Arteta. I hope so too. For the library, it is not my library. It is owned by my friend. He gave me access. He owns an audiobook library, a server. So you have to reach out to him. Not be me get him. Kenny P. Okay, is Kenny P here? Search for him and chat him up. Maybe he will give you access. But I think normally you're supposed to pay to get access. The books. Oh, okay. Audio chef. The audio chef. I get books, so. But my books, they led for where this guy booked it. My books, they training school. They never even approved. They never even certified them. Say, okay, this is supposed to be a library. My own I just school cupboard for where these books and they. Anyhow, this is where we draw the curtain on the show today. Thank you very much, everyone, for being on the show. Please, if you've not subscribed to this channel, do it to subscribe. Now we are working very hard to go to do those big interviews in Europe. You know that some people go sit on us down if you don't enter Europe, say your numbers are not good enough. So please, I beg. This is not the time for now to help us with subscribing. Okay, wanna help us telling our friends to subscribe to the channel. The bigger we get, the easier it is. I would like to really interview Michael Olise and ask him that question of, were you ever approached by people from Nigeria, by the FA or the coaches? I mean, what did your family tell you about Nigeria that makes you so detached from Nigeria? I would love to do that. And I'll be in Germany, I'll be in the Bayern campus. But again, like I've experienced with Sadio Mane, they might say, oh, your numbers are not good enough, we're not going to have that sit down. There's nothing we can do, because professional players, even if the club say yes, their own management will say no, you can't do that. And it happens. It happened with me and Arsene Wenger. Okay, David Dean put us through. We had the talk. He said I should send a mail to his team. His team did all the background check. I said, for me to get that interview, my subscribers have to be 1 million. 1 million. I said, okay, no problem. It's a long way off. I might never get to do this Arsene Wenger interview. I've also had talk with Pep Guardiola people through, what's his name, Guglielmo Balaki, and he told me if I don't have 1 million and above, I should forget about it. It's not. I shouldn't even be thinking about it. So please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, do want to subscribe. Help us to grow, and we'll see how it goes. Franklin and I say, boss, I love that Swaziland coach style of play. Is this Swaziland? You want to talk about Switzerland? I hope he gets a club to manage. He looks like a good coach. That said, my name is Daffy Matthew. So you love to come in on the sports. It's been the sports buffet. Extra 20 minutes added to the show today. Let me go. I need to go to the court and help somebody do some paperwork. And then tomorrow we'll be here again. Do have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.